Welcome back to Ocean View High School 2019 National League action. We continue with Day 2 competition as USA Academy is taking on Cal. Cal in the dark caps, Academy in the white. And Academy led by Coach Brian Flax. Garrett Griggs in the cage now to start. Bernardo de Oliveira stays in goal for Cal. Cal right back to it, coming off that 13-2 loss to the New York Athletic Club. So this will be an endurance test here for the Bears.
Absolutely, and what an exciting opportunity for Academy to be getting games like this and having exposure to the athletes that they have within this National League tournament.
Yeah, this group in the USA national team pipeline. And that one's knocked away. This is largely high school athletes here for USA Academy, ones that have their eyes on future national teams, junior, senior, youth, as they look ahead.
I'm not sure Academy's schedule for this tournament, but there's a chance that they've gone up against collegiate player, international Olympians, current USA Olympians, past Olympians. So what an incredible experience for them to, one, get that exposure and to dream big.
Big man Ike Love there is off the mark, and now Jordan Hoover all alone. And puts it away, and that's going to feel good for Cal after they struggled to get their offense going in that loss to the New York Athletic Club. They're now back in the scoring column.
For those of you who are just joining us, Cal literally just finished a game. 3 minutes. Literally. 3 minute break, and they're back at it. But
I'm tired for them.
I'm tired for them, too. This is their third game of the day.
Cam, you know what none of them had, as far as I could tell? Coffee.
Coffee.
Cammy's on, was this your 7th iced coffee that you're working on right now?
It's a good thing.
Cammy's going to fall asleep a week from Tuesday. And a 1-0 lead for Cal. Academy on the attack, 90 seconds into this first quarter. This is Reed Stemler controlling. And now Zach Frazier. Stemler. That's field blocked away. New shot clock. And Academy will have new life here on offense. Looking from the outside. Arshadi. 6-on-5 coming now for Academy. The exclusion goes on Feingold.
Great placement on that pass. Just that position alone earned that exclusion for Team Academy.
From the outside now.
Being patient, looking for their opportunities here on 6-on-5.
Dangerous look inside there. You get the idea, trying to find Frazier on the far post, but an easy steal for Cal.
And I think even, as a young team trying to learn each other and themselves and what they're looking for, I mean, you could tell there was eye contact and head nod. I mean, everyone could see that's where the pass was going to go next.
Good steal on the other end. Taken away. Ocasio comes down with that. And now Academy on the move, looking for their first goal. Academy defeating Commerce earlier today, 19-6. Now looking for a chance here. Shot clock to 2. To 1. Ocasio. He'll let it fly. That's off the post. Long rebound, then he tracks it down. And a new shot clock here.
A few extra possessions here for Academy. The ball is bouncing their way.
Entry inside. And ball under. Delo Grammaticus forces the ball under and takes that one away, as Academy was trying to work inside for George Avakian. Entry inside, good position, keeper out. And exclusion That will go on Academy. Frazier's excluded. 6-on-5 now for the Bears. Shimsek from the outside. Griggs there with the save.
Big save. Academy struggling just a little bit to get those hands up.
Long outlet pass. Good find. How about that dime from Griggs? Dropping it to Stemler. Reed Stemler cruising in. And scores. We're tied at 1.
Full speed coming down the pool. Has all the time he needs to go up big and find the back of the cage.
And a 1-1 game. When you were one of the younger kids, your teenage days, and you had a chance to play up in a club tournament or national team, when you got a goal, you scored, you did something, what sort of confidence validation did that give you when you could make a move against an older, more established player?
Oh my goodness. I remember my first game with the national team, and Heather Moody had a broken hand at the time, and so I was basically playing in like 1 minute increments, like 2 possessions max, just to give a breath for Ellen Estes. And
this is going back, okay.
Yeah, I remember playing Russia. The ball came in from the 1-2 side, and I scored a layout. And I got subbed out right after that, and it probably took me 5 minutes to catch my breath. But I think it was a lot of shock.
Yeah.
There was a lot of shock in that. Not much confidence. Like, I can't believe, I'm still feeling like I was about to die every second. So, but again, the more repetition you get, the more experience to share this type of water, you know, with those types of athletes that's where the confidence starts to build. Is you survive another game and another game and another possession or another minute, and you begin to realize you can actually hang.
Academy from behind. A fight for it. In close. Loose ball picked up and put home by Academy.
Both Academy and Cal looking up at their ref, wondering, did anybody see a potential ball under there? And no call was made, and ball's in the back of the cage. We'll see a little wrestle around here, a little jungle ball. Ball pops up. Everyone's looking. Ball's in the back of the cage. Ref gets the final say. That's got to be the name of the game.
It is. And Grant Loth is the man on the scene to pick up that one and go with it. And we talked about it yesterday, playing until the official stops it. So play through the whistle. You hear that in so many sports. Don't wait for a call. Don't wait for something. Shreddy comes back on the other end and ties this one up at 2. 2:32 to play in the first.
Cal taking advantage of this opportunity. Defense a little out of position, but more so the goalie, and able to connect there.
Changes coming on both sides. Two-two game, Cal and Academy. This is Thomas Kennedy. Kennedy takes a look. And now Tierney. Shot clock to 8. Tierney tries the lob, and that's field blocked before it can reach De Oliveira. Nicely done from Gesguch to knock that one down. In transition and exclusion against Academy. Kennedy's excluded.
Continued opportunities for Cal to work on their 6-on-5 is an area in the game that they struggled just a little bit in the last game.
Shot clock to 2. Cal's got to go. Getting that shot off just in time, but Griggs makes the stop. on the way down.
Academy rewarded off their movement. We're seeing a lot of ejections being called off of movement, getting caught with their hands down or hips down, and
an exclusion on Shimsek. From the outside, it's off the post. It was Tanner Police on the attempt. And it'll come back in. 1:02 to play in the first quarter. Inside, love the big turn and the stop there from De Oliveira. Shot clock to 6. That one's up high, and they'll say Griggs got a fingertip on it with 30 seconds left in the first. So 20 seconds back on the shot clock.
Academy getting organized in their defense, putting their bodies in position. Cal looking to go ball side here, get a little action. Might swing the ball around to feed their center.
Save Griggs, again, can't keep it inbounds, so it's tipped out right as the shot clock was falling to 4 seconds. Timer's off now, 15 seconds left in the quarter.
Cal creating off some movement here.
Saved by Griggs again, so they're testing Griggs early on here in this first quarter. He made multiple saves in a row. And now final seconds. Last chance, that's off the mark, and that's all for the first. Even up after one, Cal and Academy, all tied to 2 here at the National League. We are back to Huntington Beach with more after this. You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org.
Cap 7 is the proud sponsor of USA Water Polo. Cap 7 is the best ball in the world.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
As we get ready to start the second. Josh Waldock faces off against Neely.
Standings as of last night.
Okay. Second quarter underway. And Academy is there first. Cammy Craig and Greg Meskel here with you from Ocean View High School in Huntington Beach.
Cal coming out with a strong press defense, making Academy really work to move that ball around. Academy's forced them back into a zone now.
And a nice tip and a steal. Shreddy rising up to snag that one. Entry goes in, the quick turn and the score. Well done, Jordan Hoover.
You could see Cal kind of occupying defenders on that side, giving time for their center to snap out and get that ball in the back of the cage.
Textbook stuff there from Hoover. And a 3-2 lead for Cal. Entry in.
Academy getting creative in their center entry passes. Lacking just a little bit of control, but had a great idea there.
Stolen away. Cal looked like they were trying to get something in close, but it was tapped away. Now Griggs controls.
Cal again playing their second game in a row, third game of the day, looking for opportunities to grow as a team.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Waldock from the outside as the shot clock expires, and that was field blocked and a rebound controlled by Academy. Nice job there by Tierney. Tried to put that on Cage and it resulted in a new shot clock on the field block. Tierney looking in for Love. And an exclusion will go against Velicic.
Academy working to move the defense around. Patience on the attack.
Tierney, the rebound from Love. That's field blocked away.
I think that was a field block to the face.
The first one was certainly from Cade Cruz. And then the second one, a field block that turned away Love. And so Cruz will sub out. Hoover looking for some help meanwhile on the other end.
Cal waiting for their sixth person to join their offense.
Here comes Gezguch. Meanwhile, Shimsek spins off a defender, the lob, and Griggs is there. With the left hand reaching across his body to knock that one down. Academy back on the attack. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Kennedy. Police. That's knocked down. Field block is there, in close.
Love doing a great job for Academy in the 2-meter position. Setting down low on that 2-meter line.
Entry comes in. And an exclusion that will go against Cal. Exclusion on Feingold. Love brings some big size to that center position. Shot clock to 5 and score it for Academy. Tanner Police. And all even at 3 with 4:01 to play in the first half.
That's how it's done. Receiving the ball and having quite a bit of open water in front of him. He just takes the opportunity to step right in and shoot that ball right over the head of the goalie. Second turn we've seen on the perimeter here for Cal.
Shimsek works
Extra pass.
inside. And Shriddy. That's good teamwork there, and that was all sparked by the aggression from Shimsek going hard to the cage.
Again, it's energy. Those are like power plays. Those are energy plays that give spark and life to the team. You know, here we are with a team that's on their third game of the day. They're exhausted. They're tired. They're trying to work through some lack of energy, and it's those plays right there that can give you that spark of energy to kind of roll and keep the game going.
You're sounding like Marie Kondo on Netflix, sparking joy here on offense.
If this turn on the outside sparks joy, keep it around.
Keep it. There's probably a water polo parallel to that. Things you want to remove from your game that you don't like. Bad passes.
A really big, strong, heavy 2-meter defender.
Tipped out there by De Oliveira. It'll come back in for Academy.
Academy with a few options here. See if they'll be able to convert.
Working. Defense is there, and that's good patient defense from Nikos Delagrammaticus. Just from behind, waited for Avakian to turn and then put his head down and tip the ball away.
He's a player you'll see with both hands up and a little facial expression like, I don't know, nothing's going on here, you know?
Couldn't be me. Garrett Griggs again. In transition. The exclusion is called on Gesguch. And now a timeout called by Brian Flax and the Academy team. With 2:44 to play here, first half. Coming up next, Long Beach State and UCLA to close out our day here in Week 3 National League action. I want to remind you about the National League Championship. It's part of the Fisher Cup. We're headed to San Diego, May 18th and 19th. UC San Diego, 2 pools of action. We'll have live streaming of both courses right here on USA Water Polo TV. Also live stats of all games on the Fosh.net. Also that weekend, live streaming of our first Clearwater Beach Challenge in Clearwater Beach, Florida. Open water polo action. That's going to be a great weekend. So a lot going on 2 weeks from now in San Diego and in Florida. Garrett Griggs, Cammy, 9 saves already, and we've yet to reach halftime. He's been tested down there for the Academy team in cage.
Back in action, Academy on the power play.
On the power play, out of the timeout.
Next to the drive.
Academy looking to move one of their post players out on the line. Working here.
Good look. So close to Love. It's about as close as a dunk as you get in water polo. That one slammed off the side of the cage, but just didn't cross enough.
Love making that movement out and trailing out maybe just a little too far. Not able to get back soon enough to receive that dunk and put it into the back of the cage.
We'll see if we can get a second look at that close call there for Ike Love. Shot clock to 4. And stolen away.
Good clean defense here.
And now Academy on the move. On the counter. Here's Police moving in. Has time. Takes a look and is stopped out by De Oliveira.
Cal looking to recover now.
Love the step out. What a move. Big Ike Love. He had the close call earlier. That one ricocheted off the cage and away, and now more traditional.
I love seeing this, a young center, nice clean snap off the chest of the defender and creates that time for himself to find the back of the cage. That is textbook.
And Ike Love ties this game at 4. It's a great name, by the way. All even at 4 as we work towards halftime.
Cal patiently looking to see what is coming available to them. And there it is.
Inside the turn and the skip and the score. Tamir Avital held the position, got the ball and knew what to do with it. 5-4 Cal.
Constantly looking for those little windows. And his teammates are looking for him there too. Hand straight on the ball. Turn and shoot. Some power coming off that just to see the height of that skip going into the back of the cage there.
Under a minute to play, first half.
Academy here running a double post. Have to be a tad bit aware and creative here when it's that many people sitting in front of the cage.
Looking inside towards the cage, tipped away. Gesguch from behind knocked that one away. And now the long outlet pass. Looking ahead to Hoover. Hoover, double team. He has Jack Dealey if he can find him. And now needs reinforcements as Academy did a nice job covering up. Pressure coming from behind. Ordinary there.
Cal slowly making their way down the pool. It's hard as you watch your teammate up on a counterattack. You think hopefully they get the job done.
And they do. It just took the second time around as Avital, he scored in close back to the cage and now filling the lane here on that secondary break and makes it a 6-4 lead for Cal.
Again, like you said, waiting for that second wave, and here it comes. Great finding his legs and finding the back of the cage as well.
Nine seconds left. Second quarter. Last chance in this quarter for Academy. Ocasio, 2 seconds left. With one off the post, Police so close to connecting. And we come to halftime. Academy hanging in there. Cal ahead 6-4. We're back with the second half from Ocean View High School in Huntington Beach. You're watching the 2019 National League live on USA Water Polo TV. You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org.
Cap 7 is the proud sponsor of USA Water Polo. Cap 7 is the best ball in the world.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
Second half has begun here in Huntington Beach. Great weekend of water polo coming to a close here in Orange County. One more game to follow after this. UCLA, Long Beach State. Cal ahead of Academy here, 6-4. Academy Craig and Greg Meskel joining you poolside. Don't forget all these games available live and on demand on USA Water Polo's YouTube and Facebook pages. We'll also have highlights of select games and reactions this week on the counterattack. Available this Wednesday on those same platforms. Cross cage, just off the mark. Police, so close there, couldn't put it away.
Cal up on the advantage here. Counterattack opportunity.
On the move, the redirect is out of play. New goalie for USA Academy, Nolan Krutnog, has come on for Academy after Garrett Griggs did a nice job. 10 saves in that first half for Garrett Griggs. And then for Cal, they go to Anthony Reethans in the goal. Here's Feingold now all alone. Moving in and stopped. Krutnog energized. Big fist bump.
What a great way to be welcomed into the game, right? No wonder a little extra energy was on that one. Excuse me, goalie switch for Cal.
But for Krutnog down here, probably thinking, great way to be welcomed into the game, and I have to deal with a one-on-none, and then he comes up with a huge save.
That's right.
Both teams getting into their second goalies here.
You can see Academy pushing Cal, just making him a little bit uncomfortable with their speed.
Lob here, that's just off the mark. A chance for the rebound. It's controlled by Cal. Jimsek takes a look. And that's field blocked away.
Academy here with the advantage.
Brunag will push that up. 6-on-5 now. Exclusion will go against Cal and Hoover. Power play to Academy. Tierney takes a look. Nice save, the rebound right in front. Love delivers, but they'll say no, inside 2 meters. So no goal on the Ike Love tap in. I think what's tough there for the offensive players is that they don't get called for being inside 2 until they've already scored the goal.
Right, yeah.
And were they not inside 2 before they rebounded the ball?
It's taking candy away from a baby.
On the other end, that's wide of the cage and off the mark. So it stays at 6-4. Academy thought they had cut this down to 1.
Love making his way into the center position.
They go in. Double team comes, and Cal was ready for that. Hoover comes over for the quick steal. So they've seen what Love can do. They're not going to let him get comfortable if they can avoid it.
That's right. Even Academy looking to do that double post brings another player into play that can come and help defensively, not giving Love as much time as he may need to get a quick shot off.
Inside and a penalty. And wisely done by Delagrammaticus. Moved inside. And just let go of the ball. Easy does it, and he'll get the chance to set up the 5-meter. Shimsek. And score it for Shafak Shimsek for Cal at a 7-4 lead on the penalty.
Another angle here on the 5-meter shot. Great practice for goalies, taking all of these 5-meter penalty shots. Not taking them, trying to block them.
Yeah.
Seeing them, seeing all these 5-meter penalty
Well, they are
shots.
taking them in some respect. They've got to watch them come their way. They're taking them on.
Again, I wonder if this starts to reserve a space in practices. So you're training your 5-meter penalty shot shooting, and you're training your goalies blocking 5-meter penalties.
Well, then the question will be is if these rules make their way into the college game and other areas of water polo play in the U.S. beyond just international and national league competition. Power play for Academy. Monster field block there. But Academy will stay on offense.
Academy has had so many lucky bounces their way today and have really been able to regain the ball on quite a few possessions.
Nightingale a little far with that pass. Sides coming even now. Advantage is over. Shot clock almost expires, and Aretans controls that one as we hit 4 minutes to go in the third. Shot clock to 6. Threaded inside. And an exclusion against Academy as they work for Avatal. That's bar out on the skip attempt. So a timeout was called by Cal, presumably before that shot was supposed to be taken. On the follow, I think on the rebound perhaps.
Otherwise we'll be creeping into Adam Krikorian territory there with that call. We better hope that it was called.
Creeping into Adam Krikorian territory. You are of course referring to the 2012 Olympics when he called the timeout when your team does not have possession,
Correct.
leading to a penalty, leading to a tie game into overtime, which thankfully to a goal scored by you.
One of them.
One of them.
I waited to the very end of the game to actually score that goal.
That's what they needed that day. They ended up winning it in overtime, and all is forgiven. And now it can be a long-running joke.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which, you know, as one of his athletes and as many of his athletes do, we love to make him the joke, right? No, always good fun with Adam. He's a great sport and one to have fun with jokes.
Yeah, he's often very self-deprecating about that moment, and will be one to bring it up. But that's how accomplished he is. He does that moment and then wins an award based off of that. So he wins the USOC's Fair Play Award
Right.
for how he handled that moment and how he didn't try and put it back on the team or anyone else, but immediately owned up to that mistake and said it was on him. And, he's thankful that the team picked him up, and a big coaching error, and it ended up being a classy moment on a number of levels. As we return to the action here out of the Cal timeout.
Extra pass there.
Good look in front, the redirect, and it's enough to get past Krutenhagen. You cannot believe he didn't stop that ball as he had two hands on it.
Cal really taking advantage of the extra passes there.
Della Grammaticus making it 8-4, and Krutenhagen will want this one back.
They're drawing defense out, one more, and swatting it in. Off the forehead, but in nonetheless.
And frustration there for the young keeper as he was all over that one, just couldn't control it. Exclusion. And that's all for Gesgut. She has fouled out. That was his third. 3 minutes and change to go here, third quarter. Power play now for Academy. Field blocked away on the attempt there from Tierney. And now Bears on the move.
Have a goalie out a bit.
Goalie way out, but an offensive. Could have taken advantage there with Krutenhagen a long way from home. And now here comes Academy. Tierney.
A great sell for the shot and just sneaks it into their center there, earning the exclusion.
Exclusion on Della Grammaticus. And a power play now for Academy. A couple of subs waiting to come on from both sides. Dangerous pass, just gets over the top. Save there. A follow. And Reethan's able to get that out of harm's way. Under 2 to play, third quarter. Long entry, and Avital looks to turn. Gets it off to Hoover. They have a backdoor option, but the shot clock expires on the deflection. Nice ideas. Hoover saw the cut from Velicic, just couldn't get it there in time, and then the defense closed in. Substitution now for Academy. Owen Hale's come on. Here's Chase Dodd.
Tacking in and pulling out here. Clock running.
And they'll toss that away with the shot clock about to expire. Cal goes to their bench, and Shriddy returns. Less than a minute to play, third quarter, 8-4, Cal in front. Lob try. That gets past Krupnog. And Dealey able to hit.
A long way down the pool for Cal, but good patience and finds the opportunity to almost hoop it in.
And frustration there for Krupnog. Can read his emotions on his face when he feels like he should have been to an area to make a stop.
Goalie's last line of defense can be a lonely position.
You have to have that resolve where you can just forget the last one and kind of have a blank slate.
A 1 second memory.
Yeah. Is that 10-second Tom and 50 first dates? The guy that couldn't remember anything for more than 10 seconds? That's what you need.
Academy tacking in, trying to find some opening there into center position to Love, but couldn't quite connect.
Shot clock is off. And last chance here for Cal in the third, comfortably ahead, 9-4. And Cal's going to hang on here, and no shot to be taken, and that's all for the third. Cal has increased their margin, now in front 9-4 over USA Academy. Fourth and final quarter on the way between these two, coming up after this timeout. You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org.
Cap 7 is the proud sponsor of USA Water Polo. Cap 7 is the best ball in the world.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
Fourth quarter on the way between Cal and Academy. And after hanging tough early, Cal has distanced themselves from USA Academy. Now ahead 9-4. Counter police there first.
A lot of speed, energy, and strength from Academy, but Cal's experience and time they've spent as a team together has found him a few more opportunities to spread the points here.
Looking at some of the stats here via the Fosh.net. We've seen Academy, they've really struggled on the advantage. 0 for 9 on power plays. Whereas Cal is 1 for 3. That tells you most of what you need to know in this game.
That's not uncommon for new teams that don't get a lot of opportunity to play together to struggle on 6-on-5 opportunities.
Because given the amount of training time, you need to really do that well. Shot clock to 1, keeper out. And Krutnog is there for the takeaway. Waldock controlling.
Academy waiting to get organized here. Looking for the opportunity, rewarded off their movement.
And an exclusion will go on Cal and Shinsek. Few fakes, knocked down. Still on the advantage. Dangerous pass in front. Chase Dodd tried to thread the needle there, looking close for Avakian, and it was easy steal for Cal as they cancel out the 6-on-5.
Academy thinking hard about where that next pass is going to go. At times we forget that we have to look like shooters and sell that shot to really set up our teammates for a clear opportunity on cage. Everyone's got to look like a shooter, and we want that goalie jumping at all times.
This is all part of that development process for this academy team. They'll get reviews from their coaches, discussion afterwards leading to future practices and things that they can really fine-tune. These guys play a lot of water polo, whether it's this club, high school. Big save there from Reethans. Police goes inside and it's stolen away. Too much bounce on that one, and Valicic comes up with it.
Cal with advantage here.
Krutnog way out. Race for it. He takes control. And so now looking to start the counter. Krutnog will send it down to Stemler. He had a goal in the first half. Stemler now racing in. Puts on the brakes, goes middle to Avakian. Never seemed to have a good handle. As he sent that one wide of the cage.
I'm still impressed with Krutenog's ability to come out of the cage and how mobile he is.
Quick off his line.
I'm like, get him out on the perimeter, man, with that kind of explosiveness.
You see how far out he likes to come off his line quite a bit. We talked about this weekend, cutting down angles. Sec, trouble here. Shreddy moving in and sailed it. And Krutnog getting enough of that to deflect it away with 4:32 to play in the fourth.
Followed with a smile. He's having fun in there, that's for sure.
And Cal will take a timeout with 4:32 left. (9-4) the lead for Cal. Long Beach State to follow. Getting warmed up to take on UCLA. Kevin Craig and Greg Meskel with you here, winding down the end of day 2. Here at National League Week 3. These younger players are playing so much water polo on the academy side. We talked about national team, ODP, they're playing club at a high level, they're playing high school. Trying to absorb all of this training and education and instruction. You were that type of player where you were involved in all these things. How challenging is that to take it all in? Everyone's trying to mold you, right, and teach you to kind of get better and get to that next level.
Sure, I mean, it is a lot to take in, but I also remember this as one of the more fun times in my career, being a young player and being able to play that much water polo. I mean, I remember the days that I would play in my high school practice, and I'd go find, the 16 under boys practice, and then I would roll over and play masters practice, and I was constantly trying to find a pool to be in so that I could have those repetitions and make those mistakes and grow on things and work on things, because the gains in growth are so large at this age that it's just so fun to quickly kind of check those little goals off, check those boxes, and get better at certain moves. When you get a little bit further along in your career, then it's fine tuning, and there's a fun in that as well, but you're not leaps and bounds growing, right? And so I think there's really a fun in both, in being a veteran, seasoned player and the fine tunings, but there's also something so fun about being young and being thrown into new things and being kind of continuously uncomfortable and, ooh, can I get away with this shot? Ooh, can I get away with this move? And that's exactly what Academy's out here doing, seeing what they can get away with, how they can push themselves, and in which areas they can grow.
Goalie way out. And that does not pay off for Academy as they brought Krutnog out on pressure. Again, part of those new rules, goalie can come all the way out and really join the
My
offensive
wishes
end.
came true. Get Krutnog out of the cage. Let him play.
You did ask for him to come out, and as you can see, he is way out here. Looks like he's going to join the offense. We're going to have a little fun here with some of the new rules. Down 10-4 with 4:15 to play. Empty cage here as Krutnog gets into the offense.
Literally, Flax heard my wishes.
Krutnog takes a look. He'll move in big on his legs and rockets that in.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Oh, man.
He was jacked up. How about the height he got out of the water to take this shot?
He came in for one job and one job only, and that was to get up big and find the back of the cage, and there it was. Don't show this film to Ashley Johnson. She'll start getting some ideas.
Nolan Krutnog rockets that one home, and the keeper's on the board to make it 10-5. But now back to real life. And he tips that one away. Second effort. A battle for it. Good foul on the follow from Arshadi. Krutnog again out. Taking all kinds of angles here. And he's going to get back and join the offense. So a 7-on-6 advantage here for Academy.
Academy looking to close the gap just a little bit here at the end of the game.
And they hit it on the skip. Score it, Riley Pittman on the skip shot. Second look here. So Krutnog comes up, makes the score, and then Pittman comes back and delivers.
Academy looking to play that strong press defense to a steal. Press to steal, you can hear them communicating high, 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 and they're talking about their body position in the water. If they play high on that player, then they can get up and get out for that steal, push their counterattack. A little overeager.
What a stop by Krutnog. Kind of baiting these shooters in by coming so far out from the cage.
Krutnog is feeling himself today, and I'm enjoying watching it.
You're here for the Krutnog show. On the other end, cross cage, that's field blocked.
It almost seems that Academy has been given a green light by Coach Flax, and they're going for it. Makes you wonder how that would play out if that green light was felt from the beginning, right?
Double exclusion here.
We talked about the awkward pause that follows the double exclusion. The ref asks for the ball to be pulled out, and you know it's coming.
It'll be Tamir Avatal going out for Cal on the double. And then for Academy, it's Zach Frazier on the double. There's an underwater player here, not to give away any secrets, but Tanner Police going underwater to pop up on the offensive end. And surging on defense. And now here comes Academy. This is Owen Hale on the move. And Krutnog is going to join the party.
Cal again on their third game of the day and getting thrown the whole bag here right now.
Yeah, having to deal 7 on 6. Here's Krutnog. He's going to have time. This could be a problem, though. If they turn it over, it's a trouble.
You have to play so incredibly careful if you're going to go all 7.
Krutnog takes a look up big. And field block out of play. They thought it was a goalie, Sam. I thought that perhaps Rethan's got a piece of it. Dela Grammaticus is off the mark. And so this will allow Academy time to go back and get it. This has added a whole new wrinkle to this game, and I have no problem with it.
I mean, I'm sitting here with just a smile on my face because this is so enjoyable and unique to watch. Yeah.
So here's Krutnog. Oddly enough, the goalie is further ahead than one of the field players.
Field player's not buying in. Can't completely trust, so he says, I'll sit back here. Krutnog,
So
just waiting on you. Just waiting on you, bud.
Frazier will go back to kind of act as a safety valve for the moment. And so they'll keep Frazier back. It's kind of a goalie of sorts and push Krutnog ahead. And he's going to be able to join the offense here. Moving in, score the skip for Riley Pittman. 10-7.
Playing to Academy's plan. Playing with an extra player out in the field.
And we haven't really seen a team experiment a lot with what you can do when you add the goalie to your offense. And
right.
So this is some fascinating data to kind of gather on different things you can do if you want to use the goalie, put the goalie up, maybe put a field player back.
And Academy having to be completely on the same page in regards to how they're going to be attacking this with no goalie in the cage behind them. And it's a strong press to steal defense and looking for their opportunities offensively. Keeping the ball down on their side of the pool, offensive side of the pool, right? Following the ball and just double teaming.
And so now Krutnog has to play essentially man-to-man defense here because he's not in the goal. Lob try. And he wasn't eligible to take that shot. And so a timeout is called. Academy will take control. So you might imagine this has led to a little confusion here for everybody as these rules still relatively new and we haven't seen this level of goalie involvement, but it is certainly a fun wrinkle, and I think it's a thing, especially the international level where these rules are in play. You're going to see teams get creative, especially you're down 5
That's right.
in the fourth quarter. Why not? Bring the goalie out, see what you can do.
Nothing to lose at this point. When you're down by 5 going into the fourth quarter, and in fact, it's cashed them in for 2 goals that really worked well just because of how they were running this. First one was off a goalie shot, you know, playing in the half-court offense, and the other was a strong press to steal and just had an open player sitting in front of the cage because they committed 1 extra player to their offensive play.
And honestly, if you're going to always involve the goalie in this way, as long as you're playing heavy pressure, you're not letting anyone get behind your defense. With strong man-to-man, the average player's not going to shoot from 20 meters, 15 meters out, because they'll probably get field blocked. There's going to be someone in their way. So as long as you can keep contained, to use football terminology, you should be okay. That's just a big if.
Yeah, that's right. But again, it has to be so on the same page in regards to that.
A second goal for the goalie, Nolan Krutnog. He posted up on that opportunity. It's a 2-goal game. Barring something wild, Cal is going to take this, but second look here.
I mean, at this point, I feel like he's got to be the secret weapon, right? The guy in the red cap. Guard him. They're looking for him.
Final seconds here. I think we found the one thing that your former teammate Ashley Johnson hasn't done yet, post up at a 2 meters to score a goal.
Oh, but she's so capable. That's why I think we show her this video. She'll be nonstop.
And Cal, an exciting end with a lot of goalie activity there in the fourth. Nolan Krutnog, the keeper, with 2 goals for Academy. But in the end, Cal holds off Academy 10-8. We've got one more game to go. Coming up after this, UCLA and Long Beach State come back and join us right here live from Huntington Beach, California.